Hi friends, welcome to practice. So for today's class, we're gonna need a couple of blocks of blankets. If you practice with me, you know what's up. I always like to work with my props. Other than that, whenever you feel ready, come and sit on your heels. If sitting on your heels doesn't feel too good, know your thing, don't care about it, take a normal seat, it's all good. Whenever you're ready, bring the hands to rest onto your thighs. Letting the softer, a little bit more space in the shoulders, just soften everything. Letting the point in between your eyebrows be nice and soft. Soft lips, soft tongue. And a soft heart center. Thinking about a strong back and a soft chest. And then slowly using this first breath to arrive to your mat, to your practice, to your breath, to your physical body. And slowly start becoming familiar with your own breath. Just noticing the inhale and the exhale. Noticing the depth, the cadence, intention of the breath. Just observing first. Maybe noticing the temperature of the air on the inhale on the nostrils, slightly cooler, and slightly warmer on the exhale. On your next inhale, breathe in from the tailbone all the way to the crown of the head, a deep inhale. And a long exhale, let it go. Two more like this, a deep inhale. And let it go. One more, a deep inhale. And let it go. Bring your awareness to your heart center. And maybe set an intention for today's practice. As always, just acknowledging your availability to be here, your strength, your commitment to your practice, to yourself. Whenever you're ready, let it go. Blink your eyes open. Beautiful work. So you can just set the props aside. You're gonna come to your hands and knees. We're gonna go into a couple of rounds of cat and cow. It always feels quite nice to start with a gentle bend on the elbows. You wanna inhale, look forwards, flick the tailbone towards the sky. And exhale, round the back, press the ground away. Two more like this. Inhale, look forwards. And exhale, round back in. Inhale, look forwards. And exhale, round back in. Inhale, you're gonna look forwards. Now from here, you're gonna tag the toes. You're gonna take one inhale. And on the exhale, press the ground away, and you're gonna hover the knees an inch from the ground. Use the exhale to soften. Take a deep inhale. And use the full length of the exhale to start sending your hips back, making your way to your downward facing dog. On your downward facing dog, start pedaling your legs, pedaling your feet. Creating the spine length, the breath. 2 more breaths here. Do whatever else you need to do to start making your practice your own from this moment. 1 more breath. On your next exhale, come back to center. On your next inhale, you're going to ripple the spine all the way forwards to your high plank. Use the navel. And exhale, send the palm towards the heels, downward facing dog. 1 more like this. Inhale, waving the spine all the way forwards to your high plank. And exhale, bend your knees, send the palms towards the heels, downward facing dog. Inhale, waving the spine forwards, high plank. This time we're going to stay here. Think about wrapping the mat with your fingers. Keep pressing the ground away. Create a space in between your shoulder blades for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2. On 1, drop your knees, exhale, let it go. Send the hips back, child's pose. 2 more breaths in this space. Thinking about sending the hips a little bit more back. Maybe dropping the chest slightly. 1 more breath. Beautiful work. Use the inhale to rebound yourself and make your way to the tabletop. Beautiful work. So from the tabletop position, you're going to straighten your right leg, send the right leg behind you and hover an inch from the ground. Keep looking forwards, keep squeezing the right glute, maybe point the toes towards the door. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. Exhale, bring your right knee to meet the left. Inhale, send the left leg behind you, lengthen. Think about the ribs in. 2 more breaths. Keep squeezing the left glute, send the left heel to the back of the room. 1 more breath. And exhale, come back to center. 1 more like this, straightening the right leg. This time, kickstand your left leg. Left hand onto the mat and right fingertips are gonna come towards the ceiling. For a modified side plank, your right leg is hovering. And now from here, we're gonna take 3 pulsations. So we're gonna lower all the way down. And inhale, lifting back in. 2 more like this, lowering. And lifting. Use the breath, lowering. And lifting. 1 more here. And lifting. On your next exhale, bring both of the hands onto the mat. Right knee to meet the left. Beautiful work. Exactly the same with the left leg. Straighten the left leg. Create a solid stand to work with. On your next exhale, kickstand the right leg. Strong in the right hand. Left fingertips towards the ceiling. Think about squeezing the left glute a little bit more. Keep driving the hips forward. And from here, 3 pulsations, lowering down. And using the inhale to lift. And exhale, let it go. 2 more. Inhale. And exhale. 1 more. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale to lift. Keep sending the left heel back. On the next exhale, make your way back to center. From here, tag the toes, send the hips back, downward facing dog. Beautiful work. When you're downward facing dog, inhale, your right leg rises up. Stretch through the right big toe. Imagine that you want to touch the ceiling. Breath, a gentle bend on the left knee. Keep dragging the left heel onto the mat. One more breath. And exhale, make it back, downward facing dog. Inhale, straighten your left leg. Three-legged dog, right knee bends slightly. Keep pressing the ground away with your right thumbs. One more breath. And exhale, let it go, downward facing dog. Beautiful work. From your downward facing dog, inhale, waving the spine all the way forwards, high plank. Drop your knees, bend the elbows, come all the way to your belly. Once you get there, fingertips outside the top corners of the mat. Press to the top of the feet. On the next inhale, squeeze and elevate. A couple of rounds of oscillating cobra. Exhale, let it go. Beautiful work to move like this. Inhale. And exhale, let it go. One more inhale. And exhale, let it go. On your next exhale, bring the hands underneath the shoulders. Press awake, make your way back to your downward facing dog. From your downward facing dog, take a deep inhale. And exhale, let it go. Take a deep inhale. And exhale, let it go. Beautiful work. On your next inhale, waving the spine all the way forwards. Listen carefully. You're going to drop both of the heels to the left side. Vashisthasana, side plank towards the right side. We're going to hold here for 5 breaths. Keep squeezing the left glute. Corkscrew in the left arm for 4. For 3. For 2. On 1, come back to center. Maybe this time you take a modifier or stick to your full side plank. Whenever you're ready, side plank towards the left. For 4. For 5. I don't know how to count anymore. For 3. For 2. Here we go. On 1, exhale, come back to center. Let it go. Downward facing dog. From your downward facing dog, waving the spine all the way forwards to your high plank. We're going to take one vinyasa or stick with me. Drop your knees, bend the elbows. Inhale, squeeze everything in, baby cobra. And exhale, make your way back, downward facing dog. One more like this. Inhale, waving the spine all the way forwards. Take a vinyasa if you like, or drop your knees, bend the elbows. Come all the way up. Inhale. And exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful work. When you're downward facing dog, drop your knees. Child's pose. A couple of breaths in your child's pose. Just noticing the heat, the breath. One more breath here. Whenever you're ready, make your way back to your downward facing dog. Beautiful work. When you're downward facing dog, inhale, your right leg rises up. We're going to go into a scorpion pose. So from here, you're going to look forwards. Almost bring the shoulders on top of the wrists. Keep squeezing the right glute. And exhale, make your way back, downward facing dog. Beautiful work. Inhale, your left leg rises up. Keep looking forwards. Bring the shoulders on top of the wrists. And exhale, make your way back, downward facing dog. Beautiful work. Inhale, your right leg rises up. Bring your right foot to your right thumb. Drop your left knee. You're going to inhale and lift everything up. Anjaneyasana. 2 more breaths here. Think about sinking a little bit more from the hips. 1 more breath. On your next exhale, both hands come onto the mat. A big step forward. Left foot to meet the right. Bend your knees. Forward fold. Couple of breaths in the forward fold. Bend your knees. Maybe grab opposite elbow. 1 more breath. On your next inhale, strong legs, strong feet. Come all the way up. Squeeze the glutes in. And bring the hands to the heart center. Let it go. Inhale, bring the hands towards the sky. And exhale, bend your knees, forward fold. Inhale, use the fingertips, rippling all the way forwards, flat back. And on your next exhale, your right leg back, drop your right knee. Inhale, rise up, Anjaneyasana. 2 more breaths here. Beautiful work. 1 more breath. On your next exhale, both hands onto the mat. Step back, downward facing dog. Take 1 inhale here and 1 exhale to let it go. Inhale, your left leg rises up. Bring your left foot to your left thumb. Drop your right knee. Anjaneyasana. Rise up. Inhale. A little bit more of a fast pace. Forward fold. Right foot to meet the left. Once you get there, bend your knees. Let it go. Inhale, strong legs, strong feet. Come all the way up. Hands to the heart center. Inhale, bring the hands towards the sky. And exhale, bend your knees. Forward fold. Inhale, flat back, look forward, tailbone towards the back. And exhale, step back with your left leg, left knee onto the mat. Inhale, Anjaneyasana, rise up, leave the heart center. 1 more breath. On your next exhale, both hands onto the mat. Downward facing dog. 1 last piece of work here. Inhale, waving the spine all the way forwards. Make your way to Vashisthasana, side plank towards the right. You can always modify dropping the left knee. You need 2. 5 more breaths in. 4, 4. 4, 3. 4, 2. On 1, come back to center. We're going to go into the other side, Vashisthasana, side plank. Keep a corkscrewing the shoulder. 4, 5. 4, 4. 4, 3. 4, 2. On 1, come back to center, drop the knees, let it go, child's pose. Beautiful one. 2 more breaths. One more breath. Whenever you feel ready, make your way back to tabletop position. We just have 1 more thing to do. From your tabletop position, you're going to tuck the toes and the hips back, downward facing dog. Beautiful work. We're going to go into bird dog now. On your next inhale, your right leg rises up. Now you're going to use the left knee. Drop the left knee onto the mat. Keep hovering the right leg. Keep reaching a little bit higher. Look forward. Take 1 breath. On your next exhale, step back, downward facing dog. 1 more like this. Inhale, left leg towards the side. Now use the right knee. Drop the right knee onto the mat. Keep squeezing the left glute in. Inhale. And exhale, make your way to downward facing dog. Now, 1 more round. Option 1, stick to that bird dog. Option 2, maybe we're going to go into an upward facing dog. Inhale, your right leg rises up. And start pulling yourself through upward facing dog. Keep sending the shoulders behind your ears. And exhale, make your way back. Downward facing dog. Inhale, your left leg rises up. Stick to bird dog, or when the elbows look forwards, pull yourself through upward facing dog. Send the shoulders behind you, just press the top of the feet. And on the next exhale, send the hips back. Child's pose. Beautiful work. Come to sit on your heels. That was a lot in the shoulders, a lot of the hands. Good work, let it go. Take a deep inhale. And exhale, soften everything down. Beautiful work. Whenever you feel ready, you're going to make your way to downward facing dog. 1 last pose and we're going to close. Take a deep inhale here. On your next inhale, your right leg comes towards the sky. You're going to bring the right shin all the way forwards. Pigeon pose. Option 1, Maybe you bring a block underneath the right glute. Maybe you stay in a more kind of active pigeon. Maybe you drop the forearms onto the mat. Maybe you let the head go. You're gonna stay here for around 5 breaths. Let all that effort wash away. Notice how much potential you have in your mat. Whatever challenges you went through today, that's just part of the journey. Two more breaths. One more breath. On your next exhale, let it go. Bring the hands underneath the shoulders. Option 1. You can change the pose just by going to your downward facing dog or just being lazy, as I do, and just bring the other foot, other leg forward. Wherever you are, 5 breaths, settle yourself. Notice how much space we created everywhere. Three more breaths. One more breath. Use an exhale to come all the way back to sitting. You can just bring the right leg all the way forward, cross on top of your left. We're gonna end up in this twist. Left hand is gonna come to the outside of your right knee. Right fingertips are gonna come behind you. Before you think about how much depth you can find in the twist, think about how much lift you can bring from your heart center. 2 more breaths. One more breath. On your next exhale, come back to center. You can just go ahead and change the legs, maybe without using the hands, see what shows up. And you're gonna bring your right hand outside your left knee, left fingertips are gonna come behind you. Think about lift and elevate from your left shoulder. Two more breaths here. One more breath. On your next exhale, let it go, come back to center. Beautiful work. We're gonna now make our way to our backs. So whatever you're gonna get there is a good space to be. Once you get there, bring your knees towards the chest. Be a gentle rocking side to side. One more breath. We're gonna go into happy baby pose, maybe grabbing the inner thighs, maybe the big toes, maybe the sole of the feet. Whatever it feels available. Maybe again a gentle rocking side to side. One more breath. On your next exhale, you're gonna bend the right knee slightly more and go ahead and straighten your left leg. That's in any capacity that works for you. Maybe you use the heel, maybe you use the hand in your inner thigh. Maybe you grab the left toe. One more breath. On your next exhale, come back to center. Bend your left knee slightly more, and go ahead and straighten your right leg. Notice the difference in between one side and the other. I can definitely feel in my right side is slightly tighter today. Two more breaths. One more breath. On your next exhale, come back to center. Let it go. Bring your knees towards the chest one last time. Feel free to take any other poses that you need before closing up your practice. Otherwise, we're going to start making our way to the last pose of today's Shavasana. So go ahead and straighten both of the legs, both of the arms, palms facing upwards. Letting the back of the head be nice and soft. Letting everything soften a little bit more with that exhale. We're going to take 3 breaths together here. Take an inhale. Exhale, let it go. Inhale. Exhale, let it go. One last breath. Inhale. Clear the system, let it go. So this is where I'm gonna leave you here. Feel free to stay in your Shavasana as much as you need. Just honoring your space, honoring your practice, your availability for being here. Remembering that showing up to your mat is often the hardest part of all. Once you're there, that's it. Everything feels natural. Acknowledge your commitment to your practice. And as always, thank you so much for practicing with me today and sharing this space. I hope to see you soon. Peace.